you're joining us here. We're doing a kind of a little teamwork on taste testing some vegan food. This is my wife. She has her own channel. I'll put the link to her channel down below, and vice versa, because she's going to be uploading the same video, probably at a slightly different angle though. But anyways, so what we're doing is we're trying out two different vegan foods, and just so you know, I'm the vegan, she is not yet anyways, unless I can convince her to do so. I'm hoping some vegan foods will help change her to, okay, maybe I can change, but there is some differences. She grew up on a farm where they would, slaughter their own animals and eat them there. No butcher, they just did it themselves. Even on our wedding day, her dad, right outside of our door, well, almost right outside, just like to the left outside her door, killed our wedding day pig. And I could hear it and opened up my door after hearing, what the heck's going on? Opened up and there's her dad killing a pig. I'm like, oh, okay. Is that kind of like how here in America we clean our shotguns in front of our daughter's date to kind of say, take care of them? So that's kind of how I took it anyways. But anyway, so we got this, everything is vegan on both of these. Her bun is vegan, but it's more akin to what she likes. Mine is a little more healthy, and I do kind of like it, the texture anyways. There's only minor differences in the toppings. Salad on hers, microgreens on mine. But what we're doing for our meat and cheese are both vegan. So we're using this cheese, chow. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing this right.
Chow.
Yeah. So I'm guessing I'm pronouncing it right. This is their creamy original. I guess they have some different flavors. So I'm hoping they come out good. As for the beef, we're trying the Impossible Burger. I don't know how this is going to be. I haven't had the Impossible Burger. But people swear by it, so we'll see. And so we're, what I guess we're going to do is take a big bite of our food as is, and then maybe a little bit of the cheese by itself, and then maybe the meat by itself, just to kind of get an idea, and then we're going to review it and say what we think of it. So, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Do I need to bite your, eat your too?
No, you don't need to eat mine. Yours is the kind you like.
Is that is?
You can squish it down.
Why it is red?
Well, it's supposed to look like meat. It's not real meat. What do you think?
This is really good. Like it.
Bigger bites.
Yeah. It's really good.
Oh.
But we forgot our water.
That's all right. So, I like it. It tastes kind of like a burger, but very close to it. It seems a little different, but it is close enough. I do like it, at least with everything on its own, but the cheese, I guess I'm not sure I'm really tasting the cheese through it. I did try and melt the cheese. The cheese didn't really melt, but I put it kind of on a little late, so it probably didn't melt the way it should have. But it's vegan cheese, so I don't know.
This one is good, but I think for me, I want a lot of ketchup. It's really good, but I need more ketchup on it, just to make it tasty.
We still want to taste the meat. But the cheese doesn't have a tremendous amount of flavor. I guess it kind of tastes like you would buy like a Kraft Singles, just, not as sharp as that, so that's pretty good. The meat by itself, it's less without the stuff. If you put like everything on it, it tastes good.
Yeah.
By itself, it's kind of
just a plain.
Yeah, it's more plain.
But it's really good. It's still good.
Yeah, it's good.
Just like me, I want a lot of taste. So for me, I think if the meat put some ketchup on it, that is the taste come out. For that is. But it's really good. So we have, I have a lettuce in here,
A little bit of spinach.
little bit of spinach, potatoes,
Tomatoes.
tomatoes, and then cheese. And then is the cheese
It's vegan cheese.
is vegan cheese too?
Yeah, so no cow was ever used in it. And the bun, also I checked, I was surprised because the bun is a potato bun and it has no milk, no eggs in the making of it. So that was really good.
Oh.
So, in case anybody is wondering what a vegan is, that's on her channel. A vegan is a person that doesn't eat meat or meat products like milk, eggs, and all that. It is not just simply eating, because that's just plant-based. People go plant-based, but they're not vegan. Being vegan is more about the moral and ethical side of it, which is we don't want to harm or injure any animals, to minimize it as best we can, to do as little harm to the animals themselves. I actually have a video that gets more into why on my channel, why I do that. But that is pretty much what it is. It's a moral and ethical choice not to eat animals or drink their cow's milk, because I'm human, not a cow, so it just makes sense to do that. Like having eggs in food, that's something else too, because of what happens in order to bring us those eggs. So
I'm finishing it now.
yeah, I know it is pretty good.
How about you? I think I want more.
I'm talking too much. Well, that was actually the last of the patties. Give the rest to the kids.
What are you talking so much? It's really good, Pep. Thank you. Yeah, my husband is good cooking.
No, I'm still learning with being vegan though.
Yeah, he's still I think I gotta be able to do a vegan, but oh boy, it's hard. You know, Filipina.
I crave still stuff even today. It'll take years for the cravings to go in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, especially cheese and milk, because in cheese and milk there is an opioid, like in something they would give you for a painkiller. So there actually is a minute amount. So when you give it up, you actually find yourself addicted to it. Plus, like I grew up on pizza every day. It was my comfort food and everything. So it was part of my diet. So I would eat it, and now not having it is it's something you miss. And there's some trade-offs. Oh, mine is mushrooms, the cheese, tomato, and peppers, and then Brussels sprouts, or micro sprouts or whatever.
Yeah. Really good. Thank you.
Oh. So the question is, is this something you could see yourself eating instead of a regular hamburger?
No, I'm good.
No.
It's really good.
But you can't give up a hamburger?
No, I don't like the hamburger much. Really.
Well, no, so you like this
But
one.
I think for me, this one is the best than the hamburger.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying the opposite.
No, because honestly, I never eat a hamburger. I really like the hamburger thing, no. Like in hamburger, McDonald's, I never not really like it. That's why when you notice when you buy it, what hamburger do I want, and then I didn't answer what I want because I really don't like. Only I want is a pancake and something like that.
So what you're saying is I might be able to turn you into a vegan.
Well, let's see, my love. Let's see.
It's like a lot of experiment because you don't like vegetables. Yeah, she does not like vegetables. Most of them, like, if I cook Brussels sprouts for her, she has to have it in bacon and bacon grease. Same with green beans, bacon and sugar. So there is a trade-off. There is some things that you don't have. So her not doing that would probably have to rely more on fake meats than we would plants, because she's not able to do that. Now I try to eat mostly whole food, plant-based, just because it's healthier. But if she would become vegan if I could just get enough and plant-based meats, I think maybe that would work. I mean, there's still that. You don't eat a lot of fish or anything, except for the one weird smoky fish that they don't have as vegan. But they do have some things, like they have, which you don't eat shrimp anyways, but they have like a plant-based shrimp I've never tried yet. It'd be something to try.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so that, I guess, because I'm gonna still keep eating this, and I don't think everybody wants to watch me eat. So, but this is again, our review. How many? If you gave it 1 out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
I'm gonna give it 5.
Altogether 5?
Yeah, it's all 5.
But what about the meat by itself?
It's really good. I give it 5.
Okay, and the cheese?
Yeah, 5.
Okay. Myself, overall, I'm gonna give it at least a 4. The cheese by itself, because I'm not really tasting it, I'm gonna give it like a 3. It does have the texture and consistency of cheese, so it's really good. The meat by itself, also a 3, because without the other stuff, it's not as flavorful, but it's like somehow it's made to go with everything so that it tastes just like a burger. Or at least very close to it, where you can't really tell unless you're looking to tell. It actually even tastes better in some ways. The texture is very meat-like. So altogether,
the meat is
4.
really good, my love.
Altogether 4, cheese 3, meat 3. So there you go.
There you go.